into the Byleth, which we have seen has been kind of, making some waves in the meta here. Really only piloted by one guy, but I'm sure that there are other strong Byleths out there as well too. CodeX can, of course, put a name on the board for themselves there in that department. Corn is still there. Both active for a decade and some change. So, I mean, when it comes to like the old man prowess, that adaptability, that ability to just really change it up on the fly, I feel like both of these two are certainly going to know how to do that. But we're going to see how it's going to have to play out there, man, because we can theory craft all we want, but it's Lurr right now kind of in the driver's seat.
Well, yeah, this is going to be one of those matchups that can be super annoying for Robin overall because of the fact that they have to do with a character that's incredible at destroying them at ledge. Robin's normally the one that does that, but because we saw this earlier with Sen, not the greatest recovery, so you have to change your timing or just get called out falling asleep at the wheel with a back air, so no F tilt or down smash at ledge even necessary. Larry Lurr just going up there and getting things done.
Larry Lurr, of course, showing up here in a major way, trying to use arc fire right there to pin him down at the ledge. And of course, these platforms are just not CodeX's friend here. Another backer right there, almost for your troubles. Larry Lurr right now just knowing how to dance in between Robin and the wall that they just put up. Yeah, that's not going to work, homie. Absolutely
I'm really liking what Larry's doing already. Robin is a setup-based character who has the disjoint and the Levin sword, who can definitely get you on air-to-airs and whatnot, that's fine. But you have to have the opportunity to set yourself up to get a W. And that time, setting yourself up for failure, accidentally going a little bit too low and using the up B way too late. So that gives Larry another large lead and 2 stocks to play with, which means he can definitely go in more Rod and actually kind of, afford to be a little reckless.
Yeah, no doubt about it. But I really feel like when it comes to Wolf, especially in this case, I feel like when you play a character like Robin at this level, CodeX is waiting for you to get a little wild. He's like, yo, I know you think you're going to be able to jump around on me and we can trade, but a lot of people forget Robin ain't no slouch in the strength department. And Larry Lurr right now is really going to tap into some of that really safe energy. He's not doing anything too crazy. But speaking of crazy, a crazy interaction right there, I believe. Elwin right into side special. The gentleman is going to shut that down.
Can't be doing that to me. 3 tech chases in a row and then trying to go for the side B. That should be it, possibly coming up here. Cover it with the back air, absolutely. Go deep off stage one more time, maybe with a nair. That time to going for the down air. And the tomb coming in just for a second to try and help you out. Who knew your library card would keep you alive for a little bit longer, but this one is definitely looking very, very difficult for CodeX to come back from.
Now, see, this is what I actually like. I want to see a little bit more of this from CodeX. Kind of like this fake aggression, like run up real quick aggressively, hold shield, wait for Larry Lurr to press a button, find a grab. Again, at lower percents, Robin has some great kung fu up close. He can really beat you down. Unfortunately, we're not going to see it right there on that first game, but wow. I mean, just, again, a clash of 2 different mentalities. I mean, 2 players kind of cut from a very similar cloth. They've been around for forever pretty goddamn much, but it's the matter of, Robin, very, very strong character, but Wolf just has so many options to beat Robin into a corner that I really wonder, like, why do people still play Robin at this? Like, I like watching this character, but I was like, you gotta like Fire Emblem. Like, you gotta like something about this character to pilot them like this, because I just don't get it.
I think visibly, this is one of the more fun characters to watch play at a high level with when they have really good wave bounce control and constantly mixing people up with their combos. But one of the things that does come into play is the reality check of your landing isn't that good. And trying to get by Wolf on landing is not easy, especially with most sword fighters. Now you have to deal with this at ledge. Actually going directly above, only taking a jab, that could have been significantly worse. But this is exactly what we were talking about Rod before. What do you do about these F tilts and all this back air pressure? It just keeps repeating because you have a recovery that's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, a rinse and repeat like none other. And yes, the up special right there to kind of mix up the landing options back to the ledge. And of course, as you can see right there, just a patented tried and true aerial is going to shut it down. Larry Lurr, of course, just showing us how strong this character can be when piloted correctly. I mean, not the flashiest Wolf in the world, but when you play like this, you don't have to be. I mean, you know where to, oh my goodness, where to be at all points in times. I love that down smash on that top platform. We've been seeing a lot of like platform play here in this tournament this evening. I know earlier we've seen a min back throw on a taxi platform as well too. So I mean, that just goes to show like just how comfortable the competition is on all points of the match.
And you can see Larry just keeping, like, simplicity is key in the name of this matchup right now. Larry is not doing anything super overcomplicated. He's kind of just letting CodeX have to recover super low like this. And one thing I would like to see out of CodeX is trying to somehow slow down the game a bit, but you can't do that now when you're behind 2 stocks once again. Even with 5 minutes, 30 seconds left on the clock, still plenty of time to play the game. You have to have a dominant, confident stock like that, catching him at the ledge with the arc fire into down air. That's going to confirm. But can you do something like that again, as Larry's probably going to be looking for you to make a mistake off ledge, probably even try to go for maybe a double downer to take you out.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to do it a couple more times and in an even major way right here to bring themselves out of this hole right now. Because as you can see, I mean, when it just comes to the edge of the stage, I mean, Larry Lurr, of course, is just, I mean, really just, I mean, he's like the security guard right now. He's just, ain't no way you getting in with that garb on, my friend. Ain't no way you getting in with them boots on. I mean, they're just being just really insufferable right now. CodeX right now, I mean, really gonna have to dig deep. I like that gentleman. Wait, is this still a gentleman if female Robin does it? Is it, what do we call it?
We'll figure that one out later. Nosferatu though. Yeah, you know what? That'd be a command grab right there. I mean, I guess it's still the same thing, right? Oh my goodness, Larry is always on point with these dash attack reads, trying to catch like the tech roll in, consistently catching where CodeX is going. But Rod, this is actually not too bad. This could be a back air or maybe a nair at ledge. It's just Town and City. Could close it out. You just can't afford to take a single back air jump read at this point. Try to go for dash cancel L tilt actually to close it out. Gentlemen, see now you got me confused with it. The gentleman jab coming in. The arc fire to Thoron normally works, but that was really good timing by Larry there.
Yeah, and again, you know, a lot of the Fire Emblem characters kind of go into bad habits of like short hop fair, short hop nair. I mean, that is like really either like a combo starter or it just cleans up stock, so I get it. If you see it coming, if you know you have them in a position where they're going to start doing it, it's a very linear approach option. And it really just all comes down to how you're going to interact with it on how you're going to get the punish. So, I mean, in a case like that, we just seen one too many forward airs and back airs, and Lurr was really able to get up underneath Robin right there and just, you know, really pin, you know, CodeX into the corner. But yep. I got to say, man, you know, when I talk about positioning, I also think that CodeX, depending on the position, most namely getting Larry Lurr on the right and left platforms, if they can just stay center stage. Now, obviously, you're supposed to do that kind of with Robin, but if you can stay center stage and really utilize your aerials and really make Larry Lurr second guess on how he's going to approach back onto solid ground, you'll be in a good spot. But I don't know if we're going to see it, you know, in this game here, man. I mean, staying center stage in accordance to the platforms doesn't quite have that same sort of hit, not the same type of vibe as Town and City, but we'll see how it plays.
I mean, you are on the money with that. You got to find a better way to control Larry's landings and also just to deal with them in general, because you need to win at ledge, but at the same time, every time you've gone to ledge, Larry has been able to reverse it. So you need a different game plan here. You need to be able to solidify some pressure. Re-grabbing the ledge, not so much the best idea, but does get by here. However, Larry just consistently reading out with the nairs, does keep it even though with the very strong hits, and good job jumping by the arc fire. But once again, right back to ledge to see if CodeX can do something with it.
That's right. CodeX just really playing Larry's weaknesses right now. Maybe not so much Larry's, but certainly Wolf's. Of course, answering back here with a couple forwarders, really trying to take these platforms away and understanding how dangerous Robin can be. Okay. Steve, maybe that's something else we need to start seeing, those empty jumps. I want to see a little bit more of that. I mean, you know what Robin's looking for, and as a Robin of this caliber, you know that your opponent is like, okay, I'm off of my feet. They probably think I'm going to try to up air him or forward air him. Maybe an empty jump right there, burn the air dodge, burn a directional air dodge, burn just an incorrect drift, swing, see what you get.
You gotta mix it up. You can't be doing the same thing every single time, because if you're always jumping in the same spots, it's not a mix-up anymore. That forward air is going to almost take Larry off the top. There, the shield definitely would have done it. Oh, no! It didn't stay in long enough for the Arc Thunder to actually close out that stock. That could have been a confirm. Right now, Larry putting pressure on, but the short hop air still not enough, Rod, to take the first stock.
Okay. Gonna need a little bit more and then some here. Both players not trying to let go there. This first off, double parry to the, I guess it's not, we're gonna call them a lady. We're gonna call the madame at that point. Good Lord. CodeX right here playing so strong at the ledge right now. There's the backer like I talked about before. Take these platforms away from Larry, make him second guess on how he decides to get back onto solid ground. CodeX right now looking really good, but has certainly looked better. Two stocks apiece.
Yeah, after the dash cancel off tilt, such a hard thing to react to at some point, because you're so scared about the potential of possibly being roll red in on the tech, which has happened a couple times already from Larry. But getting good ledge shot pressure here. It's not been as much arc fires now. It's much more usage of Levin Sword and using these nairs to kind of keep Larry in the same place. Luckily didn't get punished for using the up B in the center stage. Actually ended up working out for CodeX there.
Yeah, just a little bit of a mix-up, I suppose. Trying to keep Larry on his toes, especially with how strong he's been at the ledge, whether it's neutral special, down smash, of course, has kind of been the bane of CodeX's existence. But even like soft nair is enough to just rinse and repeat, keep you kind of, you know, off stage, especially in a spot where CodeX just does not need to, really any character in that position versus Wolf, but namely, obviously in this matchup here, Robin. But of course, not blessed with the footwork that Wolf has, really has to bank on kind of this bait and punish type of play style. Okay, there's the back air. Both understanding how just destructive that move is, and both of their toolkits at the ledge of the stage gets the thunder.
All right, Lurr, as good as Larry's been playing so far, now he's actually been put into a spot again here where he might possibly lose the stock first. Up smash out of shield, I feel like is coming pretty soon. Oh, actually, the falling up here, almost doing it off the top. And then catch into Arc Thunder landing, you don't have a jump. Actually, never mind, he did have a jump, excuse me. But gets called out on that jump right there. CodeX putting themselves in a position where they actually have a lead once again. Borrowed time lead at that. You have to be super careful here with a Wolf at the ledge.
Now, this is right here where legends are born. And I guess in their case, I mean, they're already born legends, so reborn legends. I mean, you have a lead, you know what I'm saying? You fought hard for this lead, now you got to milk it. Which I feel like in CodeX's case, I mean, just the phenomenal player that he is, like, milking it shouldn't have been that big of an issue for him. I mean, you know, use some fall away aerials, of course, really build up that wall, make it difficult because they're trying to even it up right here. But Larry Lurr, of course, regaining the lead once more. Another down smash at the ledge. I know you talked about that earlier, Ajax, on just how detrimental that's been for CodeX, and it's just not stopping.
Yeah, that was almost really bad too after CodeX tried to find a landing in by using a B reverse to get down. Larry's been trading it out, getting all the way up to 120, pretty much unchecked since that stock has been gone. So all that dominance we saw before is completely washed away as Larry finds that F tilt at